ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आन शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनं श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामभिद्रवतु वाग्देव्यै नमः।
रामो राजबणिः सदा विजयते रामं रमेशं भजे रामेणाभिहता निशाचरचमूः रामाय तस्मै नमः। रामान्नास्ति परायणं परतरं रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम्। रामे चित्तलयः सदा भवतु मे भो राम मामुद्धर। प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णौ वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। A very warm welcome to all the devotees for Bhagavad Gita Parayanam and in this class. I'm extremely grateful to our dear Janani Shri Bhagini and Kamakshi Bhagini for giving me this wonderful opportunity to teach Bhagavad Gita. Kanchana Bhagini, will you take over? I am Uma Ramarao and Ramarao Mahodaya. We are going to handle the class. And Kanchana, before that, Kanchana Bhagini would like to say something.
Namaste Bhagini, Namaste Mahodaya. Namaskaram Mahodaya, Ram Ram Ram. A warm welcome to one and all to the 5th batch of learning to chant Bhagavad Gita, Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. My name is Kanchana and I'm extremely privileged to get this opportunity to introduce you all to Smt.Uma Ramarao and Sri Ramarao Mahodaya. They have been teaching Bhagavad Gita since 2 years, and this is their 3rd batch of teaching Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. Not only being excellent teachers, they are the most loving and caring couple. Apart from teaching Bhagavad Gita, they also take care of Vishnu Sahasranama Parayan every week. Once again, I thank Srimati Kamakshi Bhagini in creating endless opportunities while we learn. Srimati Uma Ramarao Bhagini, a senior devotee of our group, worked as a school teacher for secondary schools, teaching mathematics and science to 10th standard and 12th standard students. After retiring, she has been teaching Saundarya Lahari shlokas, Shri Vishnu Sahasranama, and many other shlokas to our devotees. She learned Bhagavad Gita from our group's first teacher, Kumari Janani Shri, in the year 2021. From then, she has been teaching Bhagavad Gita for our group students successfully. She successfully completed teaching Bhagavad Gita for 2 batches, and this will be her 3rd batch. Sri Ramarao Mahodaya is also a senior devotee of our group. After completing engineering, he worked both in India and abroad. He was always spiritually inclined and is well versed with Vedas and has been chanting Sri Rudra, Aditya Hridayam and many other shlokas. He was a disciple of Sri Chinmayananda Saraswati Swamiji of Chinmaya Mission while he was abroad and learnt Bhagavad Gita. Later, he also learnt Bhagavad Gita from our group's first teacher, Kumari Janani Shri, in the year 2021. From then, he has been in teaching of Bhagavad Gita, Vishnu Sahasrama, etc. for our devotees. He actively contributes in various other activities for this group and inspires many of us. He keeps us united and equally loved and respected by every age group of our family. On behalf of all of us, I once again thank and welcome our gurus, Smt.Uma Ramarao and Sri Ramarao Mahodaya.
Thank you, Bhagini.
Coming to the shloka learning pattern in the class. To get to know what is about the shloka learning pattern, you must be a little bit familiar about these terminologies: word, pada, line, shloka, full shloka, etc. Of course, Uma Bhagini will explain in detail later on. Just for an introduction sake, just to familiarize you with these terminologies, just introducing these terms. For example, this is the shloka. Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyutsavaha Mamaka Pandavashaiva Kimakurvata Sanjaya. This is full shloka. In this, Dharmakshetre, we call it one word. Usually the word comprises of 4 aksharams. Of course, you will get to know all these in your class in detail later. Now just get to know that this is word. Word comprises of 4 aksharam. Dharma kshetre is word. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre is pada level. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha. 16 aksharams make a line. Similarly, that is the Mamaka Pandavashaiva Kimakurvata Sanjaya makes another pada. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha comprises a line. So why you have to know all these terminologies? Each devotee will be called. How the learning pattern goes on in the class is like this. After Bhagini recites once, Mahodaya will give a brief meaning of the shloka, and then 2 devotees will be called out to repeat Mahodaya in word level. 2 devotees will be called out to repeat Mahodaya in pada level. And 3 devotees will be called out to repeat a line at a time. 2 devotees will repeat the entire shloka and 1 devotee for full shloka. Bhagini will recite the full shloka and 1 devotee will repeat, and 1 devotee will be called out to recite full shloka. Means you will recite the shloka yourself without Bhagini having to repeat. I hope I'm clear. All these levels will be still explained by Mahodaya and Bhagini. While 1 devotee is called out to repeat, others should continue to practice along in mute only. The above pattern may slightly vary in few shlokas. The basic idea is to listen carefully till Bhagini recites and then repeat. Please recite only whatever was recited by Bhagini for word or pada or line. Devotees will repeat twice after Bhagini. For shloka and full shloka, the devotees will repeat only once. And any disturbance in the class by any devotee will be sent to the waiting room. And the calling order will neither be in the alphabetical order nor will it be same every day. Each day will be different based on various factors, that is, the number of classes that you attended, the time spent in Zoom session, participation in Parayan, etc. Hence, devotees are requested to attend regularly and stay in the meeting from beginning to end and actively participate in various events posted in the group by checking the messages and responding in time. The number of shlokas covered per class will vary depending on the difficulty of the shloka or the time availability, etc. The video can be switched off in the learning sessions. Classes will be held from Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. Meeting link will be open from 9:45 a.m. and the Zoom link will be locked at 9:50 a.m. Kindly note and requesting all the devotees to log in before the closing time. Coming to the doubt clarification session. The doubts related to Bhagavad Gita or pronunciation can be clarified before the class. Please avoid asking doubts during the class. Technical or course flow doubts can be clarified by sending a message in doubt clarification group. Link to this group is available in the community description. These doubts can be asked before the class only if time permits, as we usually prioritize this time to clarify lesson-related doubts. About the practice sessions. Apart from the main classes, extra practice sessions will be planned and posted. Those who are interested may choose a session based on your convenient time or language posted by the teachers. To be able to continue in practice sessions, main class attendance is compulsory. Coming to the information about Parayanam, we arrange group Parayanam on every Ekadashi after completion of a chapter, and the same will be posted in the group. We encourage everyone to actively participate in these Parayanams. Individual Parayanam can be given for every Adhyayam after its completion in the main class and when you are confident with the chapter. On completion of your course and IPs, which include single chapter Parayanam, 3 chapters Parayanam, 6 chapters Parayanam, which will give you a lot of practice and enough stamina to give the Sampurna Parayanam on completion of the course. Step-by-step guidance will be posted in the group, requesting everyone to keep checking messages and stay updated. Announcements. Any type of course-related announcements will be shared in the group, and if any forms or polls or sheets are to be filled, we usually have enough time of 24 hours to respond. Hence, I would recommend everyone to check the WhatsApp group at least once a day. Any responses after the time or date mentioned will not be considered. In this context, I would like to sometimes please do check in your WhatsApp settings. Sometimes you may miss out the information or instructions posted in the group once you are not added in the group. When the admin person, please enable us to add you in the group. You must be familiar with, go to the settings of WhatsApp settings. In that, go to privacy, and there you might find groups option. In groups option, who can add me to the groups? It says everyone, my contacts except some phone numbers. So select everyone there to enable us to add you in the WhatsApp group. Suppose you had your settings is different. If you say that only your contacts can add you in the group, we may not be able to add you in the group, and you may miss out the instructions posted in the group, or you may come across those informations later. So to avoid these confusions, kindly have your settings that everyone can add you into the WhatsApp group. And you will be added to the respective WhatsApp group after you respond. and removed after the purpose is met. Please do not worry if you find yourself removed from the WhatsApp group. Kindly check if you have been added to the new group before raising any concerns. Renaming in Zoom. I think initially, Kamakshi Bhagini mentioned that you have to log in with your registered name. It is essential to log in with a registered name for easy identification, maintain attendance, and to get chance to recite in the classroom. Hand raise in Zoom, sometimes we may ask devotees to use the hand raise option in Zoom if you want to recite in class. We may call out devotees in planned order after following certain criteria. You may or may not get opportunity to recite in spite of using hand raise, as this would depend on the number of devotees using this option and time limit of the class. You're suggested to use hand raise option to ask any doubts before class. And do not worry if you do not get a chance to recite in the class. You will have the opportunity to practice each shloka with the guidance of our practice session teachers. In case you miss the class, you can find the link in either YouTube or group description. We shall soon share a small video on how to check this. And I request devotees to arrange your own book for reference and mark the corrections given by Bhagini during your class or later by watching the video from the playlist. The PDF will not be shared. And if you're traveling or not well for any reason or for any other reason, you're not in a position to unmute and recite in the class, which may cause disturbance, you may listen to the class on YouTube or later in the playlist. Please do not log into Zoom in such cases. Dhanyavadaha Sarvebhyaha. With this, I end the presentation and I request Mahodaya and Bhagini to take over. Any doubts related to this can be discussed after today's class or in the beginning of tomorrow's class. Dhanyavadaha Sarvebhyaha.
Kanchana Bhagini. Okay. Namaskar. As you have seen in the screen, the Bhagavad Gita is a Hindu scripture. It is a combination of various strands of Indian religion throughout, including the Vedic concept of dharma, based on the jnana and the bhakti. The Bhagavad Gita is considered to be among the greatest scriptures, spiritual book the world has ever known. It is one of the biggest book. In a very clear and wonderful way, the Supreme Lord Krishna describes the science of self-realization and the exact process by which human beings can establish their eternal relationship with God. Also, how human beings should lead their lives and become very good human beings and attain mukti after their present life. You know, in the present life, we are all born and one day we will die. During the period of birth and death, how we behave, how we live, and how we have to behave with others, how we have to live our own life, how we have to eat food and other things. This is very clearly explained in Bhagavad Gita. And Sri Krishna, making Arjuna as an example, he has given guidance to all of us to be a good human being. This is what Bhagavad Gita teaches. It is not only for Arjuna or anybody. It is for the whole human culture. The Bhagavad Gita originally compiled by Maharshi Veda Vyasa, who is said to be incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasave. It is said in the Vishnu Sahasranama as a separate text. Later, when he wrote the Mahabharata, he embedded the Bhagavad Gita inside it. The Mahabharata contains 100,000 verses and is therefore the largest text. It is otherwise called poem in this world. The Bhagavad Gita is set in the 6th section, which is called the Bhishma Parva. It comprises 18 chapters with 700 shlokas. There is a controversy that there is a 701 shloka. It is said that Adi Shankaracharya removed one shloka, but there is no proof. But in everywhere we are practicing in our class with our teacher, even Ramana Maharshi and others, they have told 700 shlokas only. As the medium of Bhagavad Gita, the Sanskrit language imparts both profoundness and sophistication. At the same time, it is flexible and provides scope for all devotees to learn very easily. Firstly, the Bhagavad Gita is a conversation within a conversation. This was explained by Maharshi Vaishampayana, who is a disciple, grandson or something to the Veda Vyasa, to the king Janamejaya, who is a descendant of Kurus, Pandavas. Maharshi Vaishampayana is thus the one who tells this to Janamejaya. Sanjaya Uvacha, Sanjaya said, Dhritarashtra Uvacha, etc. However, Vaishampayana and Janamejaya do not figure directly as speakers in the Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita begins as a dialogue between King Dhritarashtra and his minister Sanjaya. Since the king Dhritarashtra was a blind person, he could not be personally present in the battlefield. Dhritarashtra initiates the conversation by asking Sanjaya about the proceedings in the battlefield. He does not speak again throughout the Bhagavad Gita. He is answered by Sanjaya, who relates the happenings. Sanjaya was a disciple of Veda Vyasa, and by the grace of his guru, teacher, he possessed the mystic ability of distant vision, that is called Divya Drishti. Thus, he could see from a far distance all that transpired on the battleground and was giving Dhritarashtra a first-hand account of the events in the war front. Sanjaya pops in and out throughout the book as he relates to Dhritarashtra what he sees and hears. The major portion of the dialogue between Lord Krishna and Arjuna in this Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna asks questions, Sri Krishna answers. The conversation mostly one-sided, as Sri Krishna does the most of the talking, and hence it is called Bhagavad Gita. Sri Krishna is a Bhagavan. Gita is a song. So Bhagavan's a song. That is why it is called Bhagavad Gita. Secondly, there is an inclusion of appellations, which is also known as nicknames. For example, Sri Krishna is referred to by the names Hrishikesha, Keshava, Govinda, Madhusudana, Achyuta, etc. Similarly, Arjuna is called Dhananjaya, Gudakesha, Kaunteya, Parantapa, etc. Often these names are deliberately chosen to convey a particular meaning or flavor to the conversation. As the classes continue, we will learn more and more. We will be teaching you by dividing the shlokas into 4 padas and in Anuswara rules, which makes devotees very easy to learn. It will be very interesting, and regularly attending classes will have many benefits. First of all, we are very grateful to Kamakshi Madam and her daughter Janani Shri for giving us this great opportunity to teach for the 3rd time. This is the 5th batch. We were in the 1st batch. So we have learned Bhagavad Gita from Kamakshi Madam's daughter Janani Shri. We are very grateful to us. Uma Ramarao, my wife, is a very experienced teacher. She is the best teacher you have. You are very lucky to have her as a teacher of Bhagavad Gita. Please don't miss the classes. Try to attend as much as possible. She will impart you the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita shlokas and other details. As the class continues, you will all know. Shankaracharya has said, Bhagavad Gita, Kinchit Gita, Ganga Jalalava, Kanika Apita, Sakardi Yena, Murari Marcha, Kriyate Tasya Yamena Charcha. One person read a little from Bhagavad Gita and drink just a drop of water from Ganga river. Worship Lord Krishna, Govinda, just once. He then will have no problems with Yamadharmaraja. This is what Shankaracharya has told. It is true. When you learn Bhagavad Gita, you will definitely gain so many benefits in your life. What Mahatma Gandhi, our Pitamaha Bharata Desha, who gave us freedom, she has said that when doubts haunt me, when disappointments stare me in the face, and I see not one ray of hope on the horizon, I turn to Bhagavad Gita and I immediately begin to smile in the midst of the overwhelming sorrow. Those who meditate on the Bhagavad Gita will derive fresh joy and new meaning from it every day. So please continue the class, don't discontinue, try to learn as much as possible. Kamakshi madam has explained you so much. Kanchana Bhagini has explained you so much. Please, now I will hand over to Ramarao Bhagini, who is your real teacher. I will be explaining the meanings and I will be just contributing small to this class, but the major contribution is from Smt.Uma Ramarao. To her now. 1 minute.
Namasarvebhyaha. As you are all aware of the rules and regulations of this class, as Kanchana Bhagini has explained to you all, kindly attend the classes regularly so that you will not miss out. Of course, just now Kamakshi Bhagini has explained you all, saying that in case of emergency, you can take an off and watch it in the YouTube regularly. Before going to recite and learn the shlokas, we will learn some pronunciation rules which are important to note. Now, the 5 important rules. First, we will see how the important rules. First of all, we have to identify whether it is a swara or the letters. The letters, that is a or a, like that. There are 2 varieties, that is 2 different one. Trisva swaraha and dirgha swaraha. Short vowels and long vowels. For example, a is a short vowel, that is Hrisva swara. A is Dirgha swara. So like that, you have so many things like a, I, U, R, L, like this, they are all Hrisva swaras. Dirgha swaras, A, I, U, like that is there. Now coming to that Hrisva swara. Hrisva swara is a short vowel which takes only 1 matra kala, just a blinking of the eye. That is, you should not drag that. Whereas Dirgha swara, that is 2 matra kalas. Next, the 5 important rules is, first important rule is Hrisva swara and Dirgha swara. Next, coming to this, now let us take an example. Ajopi. And just read the first sentence. Ajopi sannavyayatma bhutanam ishvaropi san. I will just take the word ajopi. In this word, a is Hrisva swara, jo is Dirgha swara, that is long vowel, a is short vowel, and p is Hrisva swara, that is short vowel, and s is there in between ajo and p, that is called avagraha chinna. That means jo, you have to elongate little, jo, ajo p, like that. Next. Now, you are all aware of the vyanjanas. First is a to aha. You are all aware, they are all called swaras. Now coming to the vyanjanas. You all know that ka, kha, gha, gha, nya, cha, 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 ja, nya. So they are all called vyanjanas till kachatata pa, pa, puta, ta, dha, dha, na. ta, tha, dha, tha, na. Pa, pha, bha, bha, ma. In Sanskrit, you are not going to say fa, pa. You are going to say pa. You have to explain. Now, the one that is highlighted with yellow color is Swaraha. That is ka, gha, cha, ja, ta, dha, ta, dha, pa, bha. And the one with the blue highlighted ones, ka, that is Dirgha Swaraha. You have to give little pronunciation, that is Dirgha Swaraha. So you have to say Alpa Prana, Mahaprana. This is. Now, coming to this, yellow highlighted ones are all, you have to say Alpa Pranas. Now, coming to this rule 2, Alpa Prana and Mahapranas. Alpa Prana means less energy is required to pronounce the letter. Whereas Mahaprana is more effort is required to pronounce the letters. For example, Ka, Ga, Ha, Ka. I told you just now in the Vyanjana, the table, Ka, Chata, Tapa table, Ka, Ka, second Ka. Second Ka is underlined. So as a result, that is, you have to give more energy. Ka, Ga. Ga is this, Alpa Prana. Second one, Ghati, Gha, again, second one. Ka, Ka, Gha, Gha, Gha. Gha is Mahaprana. Ti, that is normal. Chatram. So, Cha, 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 second Cha. Go back to the one. Just, yeah. Now, look into this one. Ka, Ka. So, there are two Kas. One Ka is small, Alpa Prana. And the other one is Ka. You have to stress, give more energy to that. Ga. Ga is less energy is required. Alpa Prana. Gha. You have to give more energy to it. These Nga, Nya, Na, Na, Ma, they are all called as Anunasikas. So again, I repeat, for Kha, less amount of energy is required, Alpa Prana. And for another second Kha, you need more energy, that is called Mahaprana. Again, the same way in Cha, the Alpa Prana. The second Cha is Mahaprana. And Ja, Ja. So Ja is Alpa Prana. And another Ja is, that is in the blue line, Ja. You have to give more. This one. Next. The rule number. Now, special care is required for pronouncing the letter Sha, Sha, Sa. That is Sha, Shankara, Sha. That is, there is a chance for wrong pronunciation. That is, let us see how. Shankara, Sha. I keep repeating for some people instead of saying Sha, they will say Sa. So note down that Shankara, Sha means Sha. And Shanmukha, Sha means the next one, Sha, with the horizontal line on it. So Sha. Sa is Saraswati. Sa. So Shankara Sha, Shanmukha Sha, and Saraswati Sa. Now, Visarga rules. Now, Visarga followed by Sha, Sha, and Sa. Now, what is Visarga? Visarga is just two dots after a word. You can see Bahavaha, Shuraha. So, Bahavaha, after Bahava, it is two dots are there. Shura, two dots are there. So, when we are reading, we will say Bahavaha, Shuraha. But when we are reciting, we are going to do the Parayanam. You cannot do Bahavaha, Shuraha like that. So, as a result, to remove the Visarga, we will see the next letter. What is there? It is Sha. So, we will add half Sha to it. Bahavaha plus Sha plus Shuraha. So, in the end, if it is there, we have to pronounce. So, Bahavaha Shuraha. There are two words, Bahavaha Shuraha. So, to remove the one Visarga, first Visarga, we are going to add half Sha because the next letter is Sha. Next, Mamaha Shashtanindriyani. Manaha, Manaha Shashtanindriyani. Mana plus Visarga, two dots, plus Shashtanindriyani. To remove the Visarga, while reading, we will say Manaha Shashtanindriyani. But while we are doing the Parayanam, we are reciting, next letter is Shanmukha Sha. Manashashtanindriyani. Manash Shashtanindriyani. Next, Vasudevaha plus Sarvam plus Iti. So, Vasudevaha. To remove the Visarga from Vasudevaha, next letter is Sarvam. So, we are going to add half Sa to it. Vasudeva Sarvam Iti. Vasudeva Sarvam Iti. And I will keep on explaining these things. Whenever the word comes, I will help you out in the while teaching, while learning. And like, you know, in the, for example, that you have already learned these Hrisvaswaraha, Dirghaswaraha, that is short vowels, and long vowels, that is in case of Rama. Ra is Dirgha, Ma is Hrisva. Alpa Prana, Mahaprana, that is, you have to stress. If it is Mahapranas, you have to stress the letter, and Alpa Prana, less energy is required. And Anuswara, that is, you have learned that one as a Visarga, you have just now learned that 2 dots will come. And to remove the 2 dots, I keep on explaining you this. And you have already learned how the special care should be taken to pronounce Sha, Sha, Sa. I keep on telling you Shankara Sha, Shanmukha Sha, Saraswati Sa. Another important rule is now, another important one is Visarga rules. We have learned when it comes in between after the Visarga, if it comes Sha, Sha and Sa. Now, if it comes Kha, Kha, what to do? That is Jihva Mula Upadmanya. When Visarga is followed by Kha and big Kha, then Jihva Mulya is used. That is, you are going to use Ha, Ha. Let us see. Now, example, you look into when Visarga followed by Pa, Fa, what Upadmanya is used. Here, Pa like sound is made. So, now see the example. Sthita Dihi, Kim. After Sthita Di, 2 dots are there, we call that as Visarga, then Kim. How to remove the Visarga? Sthita Di, Kim. Because next letter is Kha. That is Jihva Mulya. Sthita Di, Kim. Now, Sukha, Dukha. Sukha, Sukha. Kha is Mahaprana. Du and dots are there. Dukha. Kha is there. Because we have to see that to remove the 2 dots after Du, next letter is big Kha. So, Sukha, Dukha, Ha should be added in between that. So, now you understood that if after the Visarga Kha comes, Sthita Di, Kim, and Sukha, Dukha, Kha, big Kha has come. So, Sukha, Dukha, Ha should come. Now, Vedavadarataha Partha, Taha. After Vedavadarata, 2 dots are there, Partha. To remove the 2 dots, next letter is Pa. Vedavadarata Partha. In if comes no IF. So Vedavadarata Partha. That is Vedavadarata Partha. Tamasaha Phalam. Phalam. You should not say Phalam. Phalam is wrong. Tamasaha Phalam. So to remove the Tama, after Tamasa, the 2 dots, Visarga, next letter is Pha. So as a result, we use in English letter, you have learned that IF means yeah, if. So that F should be added in between the Visarga. As we complete, when we are learning, when we are going through the chapters, we will definitely help, I will definitely help you again. Just this for your information. So if the Visarga is followed by Ksha, that is, if a Visarga is followed by Ksha, the Visarga has to be fully pronounced. Now, look into this. Sukhinaha Kshatriyaha. Sukhinaha Kshatriyaha. I cannot remove the Visarga after Sukhina because next letter is Ksha. So as a result, I have to pronounce both. But whereas in Tamasaha Phalam, I could remove the Visarga by adding F. Tamasah Phalam. Vedavadarata Partha. But in case of, if the after Visarga, if you are come across with Ksha word, you have to pronounce the whole word, Sukhinaha Kshatriyaha. I hope you have understood with all these things. If any O letter comes at the end of the first and now coming to the class, that is the, and kindly as Kanchana Bhagini explained to you all that you all should have a copy of a book with a pencil, and whenever I ask you to correct yourself, you have to correct it then and there itself, because we will not come back again as a result. And then in the Bhagavad Gita, there are 2 lines, and we have divided the 2 lines, that is everybody, that is Anushtup Chanda. So we have divided the line into 2. Each line is divided into 2 parts, and each part is called Pada. So first Pada, second Pada, third Pada, and fourth Pada. 2 lines are there. If anybody has the book, you can have a look. 2 lines, Anushtup Chandaham. So as a result, 2 lines have been divided for easier pronunciation. If any O letter comes at the end of the first and the third Pada, it is split and expressed as Panchajanya Hrushikeshoho. That is example. Panchajanyam Hrushikeshaha. O has come. So we have explained that in the first, I will explain this as a result when it comes. First and third Pada, if O letter comes, then we will remove the Panchajanyam Hrushikesho. Instead of Sho, we will say Keshaha. That's all. Now I will help you out. If anybody has their books, please kindly open your book. Chapter 12, Bhakti Yoga. I just want to give one today's first day. So as a result, I just want to start. Call somebody else. Call some person.
Anita, yes, Bhagini.
Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaste, sir. Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste. Now, in the class, as the madam has explained, everybody no need to tell me every time Guru Namaste, Namaste. Now you listen to this, and in the beginning, before the class, you can tell me, and any doubts to be clarified, I will definitely clarify the doubts at the end of the class. And all of you kindly mute yourself. Only the person's name, they will unmute and they will, along with me, you are going to chant 2 times. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
2 times.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Atha Dvadashodhyayah.
Atha Dvadashodhyayah. Atha Dvadashodhyayah.
Bhakti Yogaha.
Bhakti Yogaha. Bhakti Yogaha.
Uttamam Bhagini, Uttamam.
Akshata Bhagini.
Shall I continue?
No, Akshata Bhagini.
Yeah.
Yes. Namaste.
Arjuna Uvacha.
Arjuna Uvacha. Arjuna Uvacha.
Yevam Satata Yuktaye.
Evam Satata Yuktaye. Evam Satata Yuktaye.
Bhaktasvam Paryupasate.
Bhaktasvam Paryupasate.
Now look at
Bhaktasvam Paryupasate.
Ye Chapyaksharamavvyaktam.
Ye Chapyaksharamam Vyaktam. Ye Chapyaksharamam Vyaktam.
Tesham ke yoga vittamaha.
Tesham ke yoga vittamaha. Tesham ke yoga vittamaha.
Uttamam Bhagini. Now see the yellow highlighted word.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
Yeah, yellow highlighted words are there. Bha, bha, that is Mahaprana. And after the next, in the second line, Tesham. Now, Evam Satata Yuktaye. That is first pada. Bhaktastvam Paryupasate. I will be using this first pada, second pada like that. And Bhaktastvam Paryupasate. Bha. Mahaprana, you have to explain, you have to give more energy to it. Ye chapyaksharam avyaktam, that is end of the pada, so we are using the makara, that is, we are going to use now Anuswara rules, that is, makara is also correct, but we are going to use nakara. Now I'm going to help you. Ye chapyaksharam avyaktam, because it's end of the pada, we are using makara. Tesham. Tesham is makara, but next letter is what? Ka. So as a result, go to ka varga. Ka, kha, gha, gha, nya. The last one, Anunasika, I told you all. Nya. So ka varga, what letter comes in the last? Nya. So tesham ke yoga vittamaha. Tesham ke yoga vittamaha. I repeat, bha is mahaprana. Tesham is also correct. But we are using Anuswara rule. So as a result, we are going to use Teshang, Nga, Ka, Ka, Gha. Because we are watching next letter. What is next letter? Ka. Immediately your mind should flash there. Ka varga is Ka, Ka, Gha, Gha, Nga. Nga. Teshang ke yoga vittamaha. Call one more person.
B. Radha Bhagini. B. Radha Bhagini. Bala Saraswati Bhagini.
Hare Om Guruji.
Arjuna uvacha.
Arjuna uvacha. Arjuna uvacha.
Don't drag the too much. Uvacha. And that uvacha. That's all. Only one matra kala. It is Risva. Uvacha. Va is dirgha. U is Risva. Cha is Risva. So as a result, you have to say uvacha. That's all. Arjuna uvacha.
Arjuna uvacha. Arjuna uvacha.
Yevam satata yuktaye.
Evam satata yuktaye. Evam satata yuktaye.
Bhaktasvam paryupasate.
Bhakta tvam paryupasate. Bhakta tvam paryupasate.
Ye chapyaksharam avyaktam.
Ye chapyaksharam avyaktam. Ye chapyaksharam avyaktam.
Tesham ke yoga vittamaha.
Tesham ke yoga vittamaha. Tesham ke yoga vittamaha.
Uttamam Bhagini. Now I will recite the two, whatever I have taught. From tomorrow onwards, we will start from the first one. Om, Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Dvadashodhyayaha Bhakti Yogaha. Arjuna Uvacha. Yevam Satata Yuktaye. Bhaktastvam Paryupasate. Ye chapyaksharam avyaktam. Tesham ke yoga vittamaha. Om samapyamaha. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. From tomorrow onwards, it will not be late. Kindly join 10 minutes earlier so that we can take the attendance, and we are going to leave you exactly at 10:45. So from tomorrow, it will not be delayed. Dhanyawad.
Thank you.